Hey, good evening, everybody. CL King. I am the host of Impacting Life 24/7. Also, I am the author of Who Ate My Brownie? No matter the adversity, you still can make it. I'm a multifaceted international professional speaker. And being such, I get the privilege of encountering people from all different walks of life who have amazing stories, paraplegics and drug addicts recovering, and so many other walks of life that have just mesmerized me over the past 5 years of podcasting. And I need to tag a special friend so that she can receive this because it's about her. And so tonight, I wanted to just do something a little different. I wanted to do something special for a friend. Her name is Hope Reger. Got a little knife here that I can open up this package. I receive packages from people from all over the country and throughout the world: New Zealand, Canada, British Columbia, Canada, and many other places. And so I am blessed when I get the opportunity to receive the work and effort of other people. You know, it takes a lot to be able to put something together and hope that it would make a difference in other people's lives. And so tonight I want to show you my friend's new book. It's called Grief2Hope. That's what it's called. It's called Grief2Hope. And we have had Hope on this show several times, and we'll have her on again maybe before the end of the year, if not the beginning of next year. And she shared her story about the loss of her 19-year-old son. And one of the things she says on the back of the book that you can see, there's Justin. She said, "I lost Justin. I didn't want to lose Hope too." And so Grief2Hope is a mother's memoir of devastation to determination. And this is really something special to me because Hope found us worthy enough to bring herself on an international podcast and become transparent and vulnerable to people all across the country and throughout the world about losing her son. And one of the things that really, really inspires me is that I think in the human psyche, it would seem almost insurmountable to recover from the loss of a child. You know, we all say that our kids are supposed to outlive us. But one day, Hope got a call, and it was a call that altered her life forever. And so she has written this book, a mother's memoir of devastation to determination. And one of the things that she does in the book is she gives us the true essence of hope. So honored that she would take time to sign it. And she says, "To my mentor, friend, and brother, thank you for shining your light on so many of us. You are a true star." Here's some things that she says. She talks about the 5 seconds that changed her life forever. She talks about just to be kind. She goes into 2020. You guys remember that time? The program, the gift of time, receive help, inspire, expectations. This chapter in page 80 says, feel everything, and afterward. This is one thing that really, really inspires me about people like Hope, is that they're willing to almost not necessarily put their feelings on the shelf, but to use their feelings not to become bitter or supplanted by emotion, because we are all emotional creatures, but to use those feelings of grief, because grief is a very real thing, to help inspire others. She's got a place where you can get more details about how you can get join in with Grief to Hope. All you got to do is go to grief2hopesupport.com. Grief2hopesupport.com. The number 2. So grief2hopesupport.com. And when I think about someone coming on a podcast and being willing to share their most grave story with people that they don't know, that just lets me know that she's giving hope when there will be many people that will approach this and have lost all hope. About Hope, she lives in Xenia, Ohio, with her husband, Mike. She has 2 sons, Brian, 32, and Justin, forever 19. She has 3 amazing granddaughters. Hope believes her purpose in life was given to her after the traumatic loss of her son to murder. That purpose is to provide positivity, inspiration, and hope to others through her Grief to Hope support program she created in honor of her son. She believes her devastation fuels her determination. So I wanted to tell everyone in our listening area and those that support us throughout the country and overseas that if you feel like you have gone through something that continuously brings grief to your doorstep, this book will be for you, Grief to Hope. But also the group that she has is a group that she runs for several weeks at a time. And that's a support group that's absolutely free. Grief2hopesupport.com. Just grief, the number 2, support.com. And many people who go through things like this, they find themselves sequestered in the pavilion of agony, and they find no solace and no reprieve from the arduous task of just trying to get up and face another day. Well, people like Hope Reger, my sister from Ohio, she wrote this book to help other people see that you can have hope in the midst of grief. So in other words, it's not that hope is going to completely wash away the grief that you feel. Every time we talk about her son on this podcast, we both tear up because it just reopens the freshness of his memory. But every time we talk about him, I feel renewed in my spirit that, hey, listen, we can still make it. We can still rise up. And we can still help somebody else. Who would think that after losing your son to murder, that you could have the fortitude to put together a book, Grief to Hope, and then understand that it's a mother's memoir of devastation to determination. This is what I'm telling you about Impacting Life 24/7. This is literally a cathedral of resources. People from all walks of life have traversed for just a short time through these virtual studios. And I was just looking at our historical data. Man, 2019 is when we started this podcast. 5 years of getting exposed to truly amazing people. And so the reason why we do this is so that we can expose these amazing people to you. I'd love for you to get a copy of this book. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon, but you can also reach out to Hope and connect with her, and she can get you a signed copy. All you got to do is go to grief2hopesupport.com. I just want to send a special message to Hope and her family that we here at Impacting Life 24/7, thank you so much. I waited to open this book because I didn't want to just rush through it. I didn't want it to feel commercialized. I wanted it to be very special because you are very special to us. And if I can connect somebody who is going through the lonely halls of grief, and they can find a group and a person who can help lift them up. And then they turn and do the same thing. Oh, how we are fulfilling our true purpose. So what she said again about losing Justin, her son, to murder, she said, I lost Justin. I didn't want to lose hope too. And they said that in one of the concentration camps in Nazi Germany, the phrase was, all who enter here abandon hope. So it's one thing to go through something treacherous and tenuous. It's something to go through something arduous and difficult and grievous. It's another thing to have that thing that you go through suck out the hope in your life. And Hope Reger is a partner here at Impacting Life 24/7. And I want you to get her book that I just received in the mail. I just opened up. I actually received it a couple weeks ago, but I waited for the right moment to share it with you. Grief2Hope, a mother's memoir of devastation to determination. This book will bless you. Grief2HopeSupport.com. And thank you so much, Hope. We love and appreciate you. I hope everyone has a great evening. That is all for us at Impacting Life 24/7.